Have you ever had one of those days where nothing is selling and you're feeling really frustrated? And then the next thing you know, something really big sells and it just turns your day around. That's what just happened for me. I have one package that was going out today, and I was just about ready to head to the post office, and I heard that cha-ching, and it was a North Face jacket that sold for like $170 and totally just turned my day around. And so, yeah, happy day. Thanks so much for joining me. My name is Heather and I'm an online reseller. I sell on eBay, Mercari, Poshmark, and on Amazon. I am going to be sharing with you today what sold for me this last week. Hopefully there are some things that you can learn through me sharing what's selling for me, maybe some things that you might be interested in picking up or just learning some new variety of things. I know all different resellers on YouTube sell different things. Some of us do more retail, some do more thrifting, and I do both. And it's just good to get a good variety of what is selling for everybody so that you have more things to watch out for when you are outsourcing. So this week I actually didn't sell a whole lot. My last 2 weeks were a lot better, and I think that it's reflected because I just did not list near as much last week as I should have. I think I listed a whole 13 new items, and yeah, it's pretty much my fault. If you want consistent sales, you've got to be consistently listing. It definitely picks you up in the algorithm better, so make sure that you are doing your daily listing. So not a whole ton sold, but I did have some pretty amazing sales. I finally have some of these coats selling. I did a sourcing video back earlier in the spring. I went to Marshalls and TJ Maxx and I spent $1,000 and picked up several men's and women's jackets that were on their clearance and took a big risk. I mean, some of these jackets are like $90, $100 a piece, so a pretty high risk of loss. But I tried to pick better brands like the North Face and Ralph Lauren, Tommy Hilfiger, those kinds of jackets, so that hopefully I wouldn't lose money on them. But yeah, they're selling. And so I've had a few of those that have made some really good profits this week. And then, of course, as you saw in the thumbnail, I've got a really great plush that sold this week. And I just can't believe how much some of these plush sell for. If you're not selling plush, you should definitely be looking out for them because they are so easy to list and you can pick them up for like nothing. And some of the profits are just extravagant. Like, I'm shocked constantly by these plush. And it's very minimal work. You don't really have to clean them. You don't have to, it's easy to store, easy to package. So yeah, I hope that you find some interesting things as I go over what has sold for me this week. And before I forget, I would sure love it if you could like and subscribe to my channel. It definitely helps it out. And if you are interested in seeing my videos when they come out, there's also a little bell notification that will alert you when new videos are coming out. Thanks so much. So on eBay this week, I sold this Hudson baby blanket set. I picked this up online on clearance at either burlington.com or marshalls.com, and I paid $8.71 for it and sold it for $16.22. Not a great turnaround on that one, but I have had this for a while, so it was nice to have it go. Next, I sold this security blanket. I picked this one up for $5.49 and I sold it for $26.97. So a better turnaround on that one. I sold this new with tags Rouge Calou plush teddy bear for $20.97 and I picked it up for just $6.53 Again, this is another plush that I picked up from TJ Maxx or Marshalls on clearance. I sold this new with tag Bunnies by the Bay security blanket. I actually picked this one up at Goodwill, I believe. It does have the tags on it, which was really nice, and I usually will buy these retail arbitrage, but I got it for just $1.08, and I sold it for $26.97, so a really great flip there. I sold this Carter's Owl security blanket for $20.96, and I picked it up for just 67 cents. I don't actually remember if I picked this one up at a garage sale or a thrift store, but yeah, it's used, and sometimes these do really well, so I always pick up security blankets when I see them. If you notice, I sell a lot of baby stuff. That's primarily what I sell. I've been selling for 18 years, and baby is what I have done for probably, well, all of those years. I just recently have started adding in other stuff. But yeah, so if you notice, a lot of the stuff that I do is baby. I sold this T. Tahari women's dress that I picked up at Goodwill for $5.39, and I sold it for $23.50. I sold these new with tag Carter's Toddler boy boots for $21.04, and I picked these up for $5.44 on clearance at Carter's. These can be really good. Little kids boots from any brand really sell really good this time of year. I sold this cute little Aurora Plush Owl that I picked up at a garage sale for 25 cents for $7.12. Not a huge profit, but it was such a small investment that to me it's worth it. The little things add up. I sold this Thai Beanie Baby plush lamb. I believe its name is Fleece. They all have names, these little Thai Beanie Babies. I paid $2 for this in a lot of new Beanie Babies at a garage sale, and it sold for $9.57. I sold this women's Tommy Hilfiger white puffer jacket for $124.98, and I paid just $42.51 for this at Marshalls and TJ Maxx when they're doing their end of the season clearance. So a really great turnaround there. Yet again, this is one of the coats that I sourced in the haul video back in the spring, if you want to go back and check that out. I sold this little plush dog by Spark Create Imagine. I picked this up for 17 cents at Goodwill, and I sold it for $8. I sold this little lot of Fisher-Price Little People toys. There's a couple of people and a little dog and a cat. I picked these up at the Goodwill outlet in Portland over the summer for 32 cents, and I sold it for $8.22. Another lot of toys that I found at the Goodwill outlet is this Peppa Pig family. I picked these up for 29 cents, and I sold it for $15.71. These actually had a lot of watchers on Mercari. Mercari seems to be really good for toys if you've not really sold on there before. But yeah, it ended up selling on eBay, so that was nice. I sold this set of women's Teva flip-flops that I picked up at the Deseret Industries in Idaho over the summer when we were visiting family. I picked these up for $2.99 a piece plus tax. And because they don't sell for a whole lot by themselves, since they're just flip-flops, I decided to put them together in a lot, and I sold them together because they were both the same size. And they sold for $29.71. I sold these cute Winnie the Pooh plush from the Disney store on eBay for $22.72. I picked these up for 60 cents a piece at a garage sale in Illinois last summer from this guy who collected giraffes, and I probably bought 50, 60 plush from him that day, and these were something else he had just kind of had on the side. But yeah, super cute, and I lotted them together because again, they're not worth a whole lot all on their own, but they did a pretty good profit with the three lotted together. I sold this cute little plush teddy bear from Carter's. I picked this up at the end of the season this last spring, I believe, and I picked it up for $3.44 on clearance and sold for $16.47. And then my big sale for today, I sold this men's North Face jacket for $168.97. Like I was mentioning before, I picked this up at TJ Maxx and Marshalls on clearance for $75.24. This one has had a lot of interest on both Poshmark and on eBay, and I've put out a lot of offers, several offers that were less than the price that I actually got for it. So I was pretty excited that this sold without an offer. It was just on sale on eBay today, which was super awesome. So now we're going to jump in and go over my sales on Poshmark this week. Poshmark has actually been picking up for me a lot. This month, I've sold more on Poshmark this month than I have ever before. I've only sold on Poshmark since January of 2020 is when I first opened my account on there. And historically, I usually only sell maybe 10 to 15 items on there a month. So I don't do a ton, but it's probably a couple $100 each month. So it's still, to me, worthwhile to list stuff over there when I'm listing it on eBay. I just pop up another screen and then copy and paste, and yeah, it's worth it to me for the extra couple $100. But this month I'm already up pretty close to $600 for the month. So that's really nice. So this is what sold for me on Poshmark. I sold these Hunter Toddler boots for $32 with discounted shipping. So I paid $1.50 of their shipping. I picked them up for $4.25. So a nice profit there. Hunter is a really great brand for men, for women, for kids. It doesn't really seem to matter, but these had a lot of interest, especially on Mercari again. But yeah, they sold on Poshmark, and so definitely look out for Hunter boots. I sold this cute Carter's pink hooded, bare hooded jacket. This is for toddler girls. I think it's a size 2T. I sold it for $28 with discounted shipping, and I paid $13.09 for this originally. This one ended up not being that great, but I've had it for a while. I actually sold it once on Amazon, and it got returned because it wasn't what they were expecting. I don't know if they thought maybe the material was lighter, or I don't know. But yeah, on Amazon I had to pay shipping both ways because I have free shipping, and so it ended up costing a lot to do that. And yeah, so I was just ready to have it gone, and I think in the end I got all my money back on it, but it wasn't a good pickup, even though it retailed for $70. So I would have hoped to have gotten more than $28 for it, but you know, it is what it is. I sold this North Face green men's jacket. I picked this one up at TJ Maxx or Marshalls again in the spring, and this one actually didn't have its tags on it, and it was like $89.99. So I was really worried about this one, but I still thought, I think it retails for like $400. I still thought for $90, surely with it being North Face, which is so popular, it will still work out for me. So I took a risk and dropped a lot of money into this jacket, and it worked out. I ended up selling it on Poshmark for $240 with discounted shipping, and with tax I paid $97.68 for it. So next to sell was a bundle of 4 items. This is actually, I think, the first time that I've ever had somebody do a bundle on Poshmark with me. I don't know what it is. It seems like other resellers frequently have people doing bundles, but I always just have single sales on there. So it was exciting to have somebody buy 4 items. So this woman purchased these 4 items. She paid $82, and she purchased these Crocs navy flats. I paid $4.63 for these. This Banana Republic skirt that I picked up at a garage sale for $2. This White House Black Market, this cute black dress that I picked up at Goodwill for $3.77. And then last in her bundle was this Lauren Conrad sweater top super cute top. I paid just $2.99 for this, again, at Goodwill. So that ended up being a nice flip there, and all 4 of those I've had since the beginning of last year when I started selling women's clothes, so it was nice to see those go. So I messed that up. It was actually a bundle of 5 items. I also sold this LuLaRoe dress, this color block black and gray dress, along with that bundle. So it was a total of 5 items, and she paid $99 for all 5. I sold these Borelli men's dress shoes for $35. That was a full price sale, which is always super awesome. I picked these up like 2 weeks ago at a garage sale near our house, and this woman had all of these really high-end shoes like Kate Spade and Echo, and I bought 9 pairs from her, and I got a deal. They were $4.44 each. So that was a really nice flip there. I actually don't know much about the brand Borelli, and it didn't look like the comps were super great. But yeah, it sold pretty fast. So I guess maybe it was just the style. But yeah, you might want to watch out for that brand. Okay, and so now we are on to the best sale of my week and one of my best plush sales ever. I picked up this Homestuck Snort plush at a garage sale a couple weeks ago. I bought this just because it looked kind of unique and I've never seen anything like it. I still, to be honest, don't completely even know what this is or what cartoon or movie, anime, something. It comes from somewhere and I really don't know anything about it. But I picked it up for just $1 and it sold on Poshmark for $100. And I didn't even have discounted shipping. It was just a full $100. So awesome, awesome, awesome sale there. Definitely be looking out for plush. And then last to sell on Poshmark was this lot of copper pots and colander set. I picked these up at an estate sale not too long ago, and I paid $10.71 for these. I actually picked up more, but I put them into different lots. And so this group was $10.71 for the 3, and it sold for $95. But let me tell you guys, these actually ended up weighing quite a bit. I think it was 7 pounds, 2 ounces. So I had to pay for the extra pounds on Poshmark for the label, which I've never done before, and I guess maybe I should have looked into a little bit more beforehand. But $4.50 a pound extra to add on to that label. So I ended up having to pay for 3 extra pounds, so $13.50. I actually totally messed up and I didn't unlist these off of eBay fast enough and sold them again to somebody on eBay a couple hours after the sale went down. And so I had to go and cancel it on eBay. I felt so bad and I'm totally kicking myself still for messing this up. Usually things don't sell that fast, and so it's not that urgent to jump up and run into the room to go and get the listing off of the other websites, because things, they just don't sell that fast often for me. And so it's ironic that sometimes things will sell on different websites within a couple of hours after they've been listed for multiple weeks, and then all of a sudden in one day everybody seems to want it. But yeah, so I had to message the person on eBay and cancel, and they were understanding, which was nice. They didn't get mad or anything. And so I had to take the canceling hit on eBay, which stinks, but I felt it was the honest thing to do to let the person that bought it first on Poshmark still get it, especially since I had already messaged them and they were talking about how excited they were to get it, and I was telling them that I was shipping it out that day. So it would have been really mean to turn around and be like, sorry, I'm selling this to somebody else. The worst part is that it actually sold for more on eBay, and the fees would have been less on eBay, and I wouldn't have had to pay that extra $13.50 for shipping, so I probably would have made another $20 or so if I would have sold it on eBay. But you just never know. It is what it is, and I still ended up making $50 on that lot of pots, and so I'm just trying to focus on, it was a great sale in the end, Just don't try to what if. That never does any good. I'm happy with the $50 profit. So sad week on Mercari this week. I didn't sell a single thing. I've been listing a lot of shoes, and it seems like, for me at least, toys and hard goods are what really does well on Mercari. And I think that maybe that's why, because I've just been doing so many shoes, and the label for shoes on Mercari is kind of pricey because they want $12 for anything over a pound with USPS, which is what I generally use. So sad day there, no sales on Mercari. Hopefully next week will be better. Well, thanks so much for joining me today, guys. I hope that you guys are all having an awesome week and that you are selling lots of stuff and that things are going awesome for you. Thanks again for joining me, and I hope to see you next time.